2. And you can see what is happening. Now you're having people come together.
A bit more than 2.
Okay, a little bit more than 2, but you're beginning to have people come together to say, now let's form an alliance because we cannot go it alone. We've realized that we can't go it alone. We're not national enough. So they're beginning to form an alliance. And if they get registered, they are coming in. You may have 1 or 2 others out of it, but after some time, they may decide to want to join one part or the other. That's where we're going to get to eventually. But for now, no, we still have a lot of problems. We still have a very long way to go. And guess what? What hurts is that is why we're discussing June 12, and we're going back to Abiola. It's not about him. The lessons is not about Abiola. The lessons is about Nigeria, one, could have a free and fair election. It is possible.
We've done it before.
That's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 is that when you want to run for a national office, you should be known to be a totally detribalized person. Number 2. Then number 3 is the fact that when this was annulled, for the first time the people dropped the mentality of Oga at the top and say, we the people say no to this. These are the 3 things.
Okay, so let's ask Ejiro then. If, based on what us has just analyzed for us, we look at where we have been over the last 20 years, we've had an individual who came out clearly and as succinctly as crystal clear as possible, state, this is what I want to do. This is the direction I want to take Nigeria. These are the things we should be able to do in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of education, in terms of sports, because of the number that we've got. Now, why is it that over the last 20 years, we have not had any candidate that we can associate with a particular set of ideas and plan that will take us to the next level? How did we manage to not be able to replicate that?
Thank you very much for your question. Over the last 20 years, we have had governments that are not particularly very strong in their own ideals. Now, like Oscar said, leadership is about service, it's about sacrifice, it's about development. And if the individual who is coming out does not have clearly one nationalistic ideals, is not accepted by everybody from different geopolitical zones, then there will be problem. There will be problem. There will be serious problem. Now, I told Oscar earlier on that there's nothing wrong with being a Hausa man, an Yoruba man, a Yoruba man. It doesn't matter who rules this country. What is important is delivery of certain basic things: healthcare, education, infrastructure. You know, basic things for people. It doesn't matter who rules this country. So when I hear that, oh, there's zoning here and there's zoning there, I ask a question, that where did the concept of zoning start from? How did we decide that we should zone a particular post to this place? It's wrong. It cannot work that way. What must work is that who can do the job and is accepted, has precedence of performance, should come on board and do the job. It is simple.
Let's ask
Oscar. I don't think that the man in Texas is waiting for Obama to come and fix his roads.
No, definitely not.
Oscar, I don't think so.
That same question to you. What is it that has stopped us from being able to find a situation or evolve into a situation where we replicate what we had on June 12? A candidate that is able to clearly state, this is what I want to achieve, and we can mark him on that basis. What is it that has stopped us from being able to do that? It's not for rarity or inability to find people of that caliber in Nigeria. We still have them.
Oh, we have plenty
a lot of them, yes.
And I can tell you a lot of them are not even in politics for the simple fact that the straight answer is this. Why haven't we been able to do this? The media. End of story. The media. If only you understand, if only the media, you see, the powers of the media, I believe there should be a school where we continue to preach this. The powers of the media. You mold the thinking of people. June 12 is a media thing. And we all got mobilized on it. Otherwise, we forget things when they go. We forget so easily in this country. But some people made sure we never forgot June 12, and we did not. How come the same people do not now begin to talk about the good things, the lessons to learn from June 12, the lessons to learn from what June 12 meant and what it should mean to our children yet unborn? If we continue to emphasize this, anybody who wants to go into politics, number one, begins to prepare himself outside his own enclave. That's number one. You begin to get away from your enclave. You become a bit more national in your thinking, in your approach, and in the things that you do. So you will no longer be from here, it's our turn. We will kill, it's our turn. We will go for who is the best man. We will kill religion. We wouldn't care what religion you have. Can you deliver, like my friend said? That's why, if only the media could say, if we start now, let's discuss June 12, not the way the politicians or the Southwest brothers want to discuss it. No, but this is what Nigeria needs. We have not started that debate and made it and continue to flog it.
Okay.
Then use June 12 as a reference.
As a reference or template. Okay.
That's it.
We'll take a quick call. We've got a caller on the line, Austin, calling from Owerri. Austin, your question or statement very quickly.
All right, thank you very much. How are you, Mike? Mike is my very good friend. I've stopped talking about Nigeria. Honestly, I believe it's not just in the hermeneutics, but I'm contributing because of the things my brothers there are putting up. This country belongs to us. This is one thing that Nigerians should be reminded. It's all about the people. Democracy is all about the people. At this stage in our lives, I think our problem is no longer roads, water, or light. We need attitudinal change to realize that, one, this nation belongs to us, and we can take it to the next level. I was in the U.S. last 2 weeks, and I heard the people talking about the White House, our house. This is our nation. Every Nigerian should begin to think, how do we get this better? Not this presidency belongs to us. Even if an idiot is going to be the next president, it doesn't matter as long as it's in the north or in the southeast. Believe me, my brother, if your elder brother or my other brother is intending to be the next president and is a conscientious idiot, we should vote against him. That should be the level Nigeria should come. Voting your conscience, like my brother on Red Cap said. We should go beyond tribal sentiments that has been ruining this nation. I am Yoruba, Hausa, whatever. The Bush in America, both George Bush, his father, there was no time those in California said or whatever, if he's not coming to our area. This is a function of attitudinal change, and that's what some of us are coming with. Nigerians should begin to change their way of reasoning. That's why you bring in facilities or whatever in Nigeria, will go and mob, destroy the transformers. You know, in Nigeria, my starting symbol is I have 10 generators. Not correcting and helping the younger ones that a saner society can live where there won't be noise pollution. Do you know how big men can boast and say, I go with 16 policemen? Status symbols that are wrong, that can only be changed through attitudinal change. Do you know some of us supposed leaders only go there, not even to serve? So the younger ones will learn that I have about 17,000 cars on convoy. Attitudinal change, not all the grammar that we are talking about. Fix all the roads is going to be damaged.
Okay,
Fix all
thank
the
you,
lines
Austin.
is going to be damaged. But when the people begin to see this nation as theirs, you will no longer sell your vote for a bag of rice. You will no longer sell your vote for 10,000. If they give you the money, collect it. You're not giving a receipt, but vote your conscience.
Okay, thank you very much, Austin.
Thank you. Now, those watching at home, please, if you have any comments and you want to send us emails, please send them quickly so that we can read them before the end of this, before the end of each segment. So please send them early in the segments so that we can use them during the course of the segments in question.
All right. So I guess we should come back to Oscar and get...
You have a comment about what Austin said?
What Oscar said, I have a slight comment about it. I think the media is an instrument for change and is not change itself. Now, a lot of people have used the media to try to achieve things. But you see, when you say that the media is responsible. No. If people are doing the correct thing, if from beginning you have antecedents of good performance, somehow the media will find you out.